So I've thought about it and decided to start making videos about religion, specifically my religion, Christianity. Now, I decided to do this because, I hold my faith to a high regard. It's very important to me, and also it's my YouTube channel, so I can basically make videos on any topic I want. So, for my first video on this, I didn't exactly know what I was going to do or what I was going to talk about, so I decided to just, say a bit about me specifically in my faith and religion. So I am a Russian Orthodox Christian. I was baptized 7 years ago now, but I haven't looked into my faith that much. I haven't read about it or even gone to church that often in those past 7 years. It's very recently that I have actually started looking into it again and being more proactive in it. So also for this first video, I thought I would try and, explain in some way why I am an Orthodox Christian or just a Christian in general, to not go into too much theological detail on the topic. First of all, my family isn't exactly religious. I have grandparents who are religious, and not all of them obviously, but quite a few of my grandparents hold very Christian religious values, and they are a foundation that helped me get into the faith and really look at things. But for a long time I didn't really think about faith that much. I had a vague idea about God, but I didn't look into it at all that much until I discovered memes. Now I know, but hear me out. Christian memes is what got me back into Christianity. I was sitting on YouTube and Twitter and other online platforms, just scrolling away, looking at content, consuming it as always. And then I came across Christian memes, which brought me back into my faith, which I'm glad for. I still look at them, but not as much as I used to, because I need to focus on other things in my life. Now, those memes helped, find another perspective, Or maybe not a perspective, just another entry point. I don't know how best to describe this. Also, this video isn't scripted at all. I am going off of what I am thinking in the moment, and I apologize if there's going to be 50,000 cuts in the recording, because I'm just sitting here thinking of what to say. Now, many people will say, you're only a Christian, or you're only an Orthodox Christian just because you were brought up around it and you were baptized, and that's why you just don't want to leave your faith. And I understand, I can see where that's coming from, and I'm going to say, I'll agree, and I'll say that, that was a very big contributing factor that, obviously, without it, I may not have come to the faith, but I'm here, so it is what it is. I don't know what else to say on that. But I have looked into it. I've compared it to some other denominations in Christianity, specifically Catholicism, and some more traditional Protestant denominations such as Lutheranism, and so far only Lutheranism. Is it Lutheranism? I think so. And then other religions, I've never really seen any truth in them. What do I mean by truth? I mean, there were parts that, I can see how that works, I understand that, but nothing really worked. Nothing really clicked in my brain with them. Again, could be because of where I was brought up, could it be because I was already baptized into the faith as a child, but still, I think rationally I can look at a different faith and say, that doesn't line up with what I think and the way I understand the world, so that can't really work. And I'm not saying that Christianity fits perfectly the way I think. I had to change my viewpoints, I had to change how I perceive the world, obviously, but other religions just they didn't have the same effect that Christianity had on me. And I know I'm waffling a lot, and it's gonna sound a bit all over the place right now, but like I said, I hadn't scripted this at all, so I apologize if some of this is absolute waffle and makes no sense at all. In future, I'll probably redo this video and actually prepare for it next time. So I apologize for that again. Now, I've heard it said many times that to become religious, you need some sort of, I guess, personal experience would be the best way to put it. That you need some sort of inner feeling to really go into a belief system and to really have it resonate with you. Now, I didn't have that for a long time, but I had lots of belief. Faith. I meant faith. I had lots of faith for a long time. Like, oh, well, there's something there. There definitely has to be something there. I don't know what, but there definitely is. And like I said before, for a long time I didn't really think about it. I didn't really look into it, but I had this part of me that knew there was something there, just didn't know what exactly. Then when I looked more into Christianity, I found that, I guess, part or block of me that was missing, and this may sound very generic, but this is genuinely how it happened. I had come across it myself. I didn't have anyone show it to me, anyone force it on me, anyone indoctrinate me. With time, I found out myself, obviously with other sources, but the point is I came to the faith myself. I willingly do the things I do in my faith, in my religion. I had personal experiences where I felt the presence of God, and many people say, he's either clinically insane or he just didn't get enough sleep and his brain's playing tricks on him. And fine, I'll give you that. I'll let people say that. I'm not gonna argue with them against that. But to each their own. People can say what they want and believe what they want, but at some point, I have to say that you know that it's God, and at some point you just know that it's something that is outside of this world that even you can't explain. The best sort of analogy that I've heard for experiencing God, it's like eating food. You can eat a delicious meal and then tell someone what it's like, but they will never know what it's like until they eat the meal as well. They can think about it, they can theorize what it tastes like. Is it sweet? Is it sugary? Is it savory? Is it sour? All those kinds of things. You can put it into words and describe it, but until someone experiences it themselves, they're not going to know. Doesn't matter how much you tell it to them, doesn't matter how much you illustrate it or try to tell them about it, they just won't know until they experience it themselves. And it's the same with God. You as an individual will not know it on a personal and individual level. You can't know it. It's very difficult to accept it when someone hasn't experienced it on such a deep personal level. And in my opinion, at least, that's one reason why many people see a problem with religion or don't go to religion at all, because they haven't had that personal experience yet. Now, I slightly went off topic there, so I apologize. But going back to me, so once I had started watching memes and actually reading about my faith, I had got on myself some Gospels, the Gospels, the four, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. I got my icons out of my back cupboard, got some candles that I had laying around, and found some incense as well. Then I had started watching a lot more, I guess, educational content about Christianity and about Orthodoxy specifically online, like various channels, like from apologists to priests to channels that just do animations explaining the life and various other aspects of Orthodox Christianity. I've written down many prayers that I pray, from simple repetitive prayers like Jesus prayer to exorcism prayers. It all just added up slowly and slowly. And now at this point, so far, I strive to become a priest later in life. I hope it goes well and I actually get there, but we'll see what happens. If I don't, I'm still gonna live a Christian life. I'm still gonna strive to be like Christ. And if I don't, wait, no. And if I do, then that's amazing. It will be a very difficult life, but I think I'll be able to put up with it. And that's really everything about me. I haven't really got much else to say. Hope you enjoyed the Minecraft gameplay I put in the background, and I'll see you next one.